right, have and have not fans. Yeah, it's been a while, several days since a new video, but I figured the first video should be haves and have not related because, well, in less than a week, we'll be talking about the first two episodes from the back half of season 7, episode 11 and 12, if memory serves, Power of Attorney, and One Way or Another. And before going any further into the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up to show that you're happy that I'm back. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're closing in on 135,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for that support. And most importantly, hit that bell and select all. That way you're notified whenever I post new content, do live streams, or post in the community tab. And also links to all of my various forms of social media are in the description below. Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, my blog, my eBay store, all that good stuff. So one of the most interesting questions that we have after seeing the amazing trailer. It wasn't my favorite trailer, but I thought it was decent. Veronica and David, are they going to be hooking up again? Veronica and David, will they be getting together again? Well, let me put it this way. This is the first time we've seen these two together in bed since, well, have we even seen them together in bed? The closest I can think of is when they were in their original mansion, before Veronica burned it down. And if memory serves, we've seen them in bed together, but not so much in a sexual position. It's like, let's say Veronica was reading and then David was, sitting on the edge of the bed. I think that goes back to like season 1 or season 2, depending on what you want to label it, when they were discussing Jeffrey coming out and Veronica and David having a rift in their marriage. And yeah, I don't think we've ever seen these two in bed. We've seen them kissing before, but never in bed. But in any case, more to the point, the question is why? Why are these two in this position? A lot of people have been saying, oh, it must be a dream. Veronica might be dreaming about David or whatnot. That actually doesn't sound like a crazy idea given how random the show has been, because I've been saying this on and off over the past couple years, but deep down in her own twisted way, I think her heart is still with David. I think that David is obviously fed up with Veronica and he's ready to move on. Hey, he's already given Jim the blessing to kill her. Heck, he tried to do it last season when he attempted to drown her, but kind of failed at that. So I think that it's Veronica. If you were to ask me right now, I think Veronica is the one who has more feelings for David than he has for her. I know that sounds kind of weird, but search your feeling. Oh, wait, that's a weird thing to say. Well, no, actually it's not. The Ice Queen and her icy cold heart. Search your feelings about her feelings, and you might realize she has feelings for David still. And as a result, she's probably dreaming about him. And you're probably wondering, well, Jeremy, that's a weird way to show it, considering Benny, RK, this new guy who's Laura's boyfriend or husband. I forgot what he is to her, but basically the con artist. Looks like they're going to be getting it on in the trailer. Sometimes you just want to fill that empty void in your life. So I think that either Veronica is dreaming, and here's why the dream, I'm not actually against that. David is shirtless in bed with Veronica, which I think is completely stupid given the fact that, guys, isn't his back supposed to be all battered, bruised, and burned from the car explosion? I know it sounds insane to think about, but it seems like an eternity since that actually happened. When Erica's car blew up and David got sent halfway across the yard with his back dang near blown off. Damn, time flies by. But he was in the burn suit, like underneath his regular clothing. He had the suit to help him recover faster, and then his back is still bandaged and whatnot. So if he is in bed shirtless, what kind of sense does that make? Like, for real, I don't think Veronica would allow that on her bed sheets, because look, I ain't trying to sound morbid or anything, but imagine if that burn suit or whatever he wears on his back doesn't, or the bandages don't really hold. Do you think Veronica would allow scabs and blood stains on her sheets? I don't think so. Unless she was the one that actually, shot him or something, but I don't know. But all I think about is this would be weird deception because David has already tried the okay, I'm gonna get on your mother's good side, Jeffrey, and me and your mother are gonna work things out, and from there, I got a plan. You gotta trust me, son. You gotta trust me. And he ended up trying to drown her. So, what do you think? What do you think could happen that would allow David not only to come back into Veronica's home, but also get into her bed? Because I think it's pretty clear that this is her house, not his. On top of that, you go back to some of the older trailers from earlier seasons, and like in the midst of a David and Veronica feud, in the trailer for upcoming episodes, they would show this one scene of like Veronica and David kissing, or Veronica and David embracing each other. It's one of those things where it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Shouldn't these two be going at each other's throats? So why are they seemingly back together? So they either A, are legitimately getting back together, B, one of them is trying to play the other one. Like, let me put it this way. Why the hell would David get in bed with Veronica if she's the one trying to play him? Why would he get into bed with Veronica when he's already given Jim the blessing to sign her death warrant by sending that dude to kill, that like foreign guy to go kill her? And then on top of that, with Veronica doing everything she's been doing, like what in the world could David do to kind of persuade? Well, then again, she isn't all mentally there, but I mean, what if this is post, oh, Laura gets killed, Veronica is thought to be dead, and then as a result, her and David hook up again? I don't know. That makes no sense. Now, I'm not going to say this is dumb. I'm just going to say that I legitimately do not know where the story's going. I mean, there are multiple ways this can go down, but I don't really see exactly how this can play out in such a way where it makes a lot of sense. I mean, hell, in the trailer, we even see Benny and Veronica together. Remember, last Tuesday when they released the trailer, we didn't see it until the trailer aired on television, and then in the scene where that character is like, I know who you are, I've heard about you, of course you've heard about me, I'm Veronica. So it's one of those situations where we saw Benny in the scene once the trailer was on TV in a different aspect ratio. So I'm thinking that between all these younger light-skinned dudes that well, no, most of these guys have the same complexion as David, you know, Benjamin Young, that RK fellow, all of them are light skinned. Veronica definitely has a preference. So I think it's just one of those situations where we're going to see some deception. But then again, remember, this is where we enter the territory of reshoots, season 7 reshoots. So some of these story beats and plots may be things I have no idea. I mean, that's honestly one reason I'm specifically somewhat hopeful for the back half of this season, because this is territory that even I don't know anything about. So I might be going back to like the original series. The original seasons where I'm literally watching episode to episode and I'm trying to figure out things just as much as the next person, which honestly I think is a good thing because it brings about the mystery. Now, will they drag out storylines? Hopefully not. But overall, this should be interesting. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this video. I really wish I had more of a concrete answer, but this was a pretty good video, if I do say so myself, because it's about a lot of speculation. And don't worry, this is the first of many videos, because what's today, the 20th, Thursday? I've got plenty of content to keep you preoccupied between now and when the show comes back on. Just to kind of give you a quick update here, thanks so much. The interviews I've been doing have been doing very well. Like, I'm not saying like they're blow away video, well, you know, videos that have been blowing up the channel, but I'm just seeing a lot of positive feedback. Just to kind of give you a heads up, at the moment, I haven't gotten concrete time slots or dates, but the next two characters, and I say characters, Dr. Rastin from If Loving You Is Wrong, we may be doing an interview on the 24th. And then Derek from the Haves and the Have-Nots, he's looking at his schedule right now. At the moment, he's like Sunday might work for him, but if not, he's going to let me know the available time. So be on the lookout, because I'll have a character from If Loving You Is Wrong, and I'll have a character from the Haves and the Have-Nots on Zoom meetings on the channel. So once again, I think once I get those two characters, then I'll have like that'll be 5 total. Then I'll make an entire. I'll start a playlist like cast interviews. So far it's been Desiree Ross, Sophia from Greenleaf, Caroline Harris, Valerie from Tyler Perry's Bruh, and Oscar Torre, Vinny Malone from the Haves and the Have Nots. So let me just say that so far, about 8 people have already shown interest in interviews because they've seen snippets of my other interviews and they're like, hey, I'm down. So hopefully between now and next month this time, I'll have well over a dozen interviews in the books and more on the way. So, hey, I'm working my way up. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to get like, Veronica Harrington or, Jim Cry. I don't know. I'm just putting that out there. You never know. So be on the lookout for those. Like I said before, please show this video some love by giving it a thumbs up. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or you can join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I'd appreciate it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section about, David and Veronica. Why do you think they're seemingly hooking up again? How do you think Jeffrey's going to react? Or do you think this is a plot for David to get close in order to kill Veronica himself once and for all? So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.